Hi, Pechits here, and in today's video I'll review the T-54 lightweight, Tier 8 Russian light Tech 3 tank from the freshly added Russian light tank branch. So, let's get started. Beginning from the gun, I can tell you straight away that it's a strong performer. Alpha damage at 280 is very nice trait of this vehicle. That, in combination with an okay reload time, gives us a decent enough DPM to pose a serious threat on the battlefield when unnoticed or underestimated. Sadly, the penetration on this tank is not the greatest, meaning that you can struggle when facing heavy tanks. Gun handling on T-54 lightweight is actually not that bad, especially when we factor in that it's a Russian tank. Both gun dispersion and aiming time are a-okay. However, one aspect that is still holding down this vehicle is very lacking gun depression of -5 degrees. That's not really a big surprise, since most of the Russian tanks suffer from the same exact problem. Armor, as it's commonly known, is usually not the main attraction of light tanks, and in this case it's no different. Because of recently added PBR textures and changes in the game model, armor on this tank is not as good as it used to be back in the days. Armor on the whole will not protect you against many shells, unless it's in the case of the very extreme angling of its front or sides. Armor in the very center of the turret, with exception of gun mantlet, is no match for tier 8 opponents. However, because of the rounded nature of T-54 lightweight's turret, it can bounce shells on its outer edge, where the armor is angled to enormous values. Mobility is another aspect where this tank can exceed. At the end of the day, it's a light tank after all. Both acceleration and top speed are great, which means you can get to the position in time and if needed, retreat from it as well. The fact that T-54 lightweight is a light tank imposes the light tank tactic. Some people would say that as a light tank you're eyes for your team, which is not necessarily always the case. But what is sure is that you should always take advantage of your great viewing range and use it whenever possible. Aspect worth keeping in mind is that you have above the average alpha damage for a light tank of its tier, which means that playing T-54 lightweight as a regular medium tank is perfectly plausible. If you decide to do so, be aware of your lacking armor and very poor depression angle. Do not unnecessarily take uncomfortable positions. To add to all that, you need to remember that your tank has amazing mobility, allowing you to play very rapidly and aggressively, and if the situation requires it, you should change your position to create another flank for your enemies to defend against. At the very end, I might add that as a light tank your main goal is not to farm damage, which doesn't mean you can, but it's more about support and leading your team to victory, and not winning only by yourself. To sum up, T-54 lightweight is very capable tank, and surely a deadly one in right hands. Definitely try it out in a free time. Thanks for watching, and see ya!